Hi everyone, welcome to the next video on this page from A Million Sweet Things by Lulu Mayo. We're going to be working on this bag here today. We may do the other one, it depends on the time really. It's quite neat as this is the 10th video to leave it here, but on the other hand I don't want it to be too long. I'm liking the idea of these short videos and there's quite a bit of detail on this one. So we've got our bag with the flowers on and we've got our two critters. Now this one looks like a heart shape to me, so I'm going to start by colouring this heart shaped one in maybe a reddy pink type colour. I'm thinking alizarin crimson, but not too dark. So here's the alizarin crimson, and I'm just going to do a lightish layer. I mean, it's still quite dark because it's quite a vibrant colour, and you know, I want it to look like it's a sort of fluffy heart, which is what it sort of implies it is to me. And then we've got this bow tie, which is a very interesting addition. I would never, well, anyway, I'd never do anything that Lulu does. She has such an amazing imagination. Makes things a lot of fun to colour. Things that you wouldn't normally think about. Just the fact that she does all these little cute animals and personifies them, it's really sweet. I never thought I would need to use the term for personified very much after doing my English literature exams, but there you go. Okay, I'm not going to do the bow tie or anything yet. What I'm going to do is the bits that I know what colour I want to do. So the flowers, we've got leaves here, so I'm going to grab the juniper green, if I can find it, there it is, and do the leaves, and then we sort of work through. So I think that there is a leaf, and then, well, stem as well. I'm going to do flat colouring for these. I think that's there. Actually I think that's a leaf. I'm just going to come back and colour those bits like that. A bit of a stem, but I'm not convinced that's a leaf. Now here I'm thinking leaf, maybe flower. Now I want to keep this fairly straightforward as always. Now we need to think about what flowers are going to colour is going to stand out on a black. So we're not going to use something like mulberry or Prussian blue. It's very dark, it won't jump out at us. I'm going to actually use the cornflower blue. I think it will probably work quite well if I can find it. There it is. I just think that shade of blue might work with black, but we'll see. And again with these I'm just going to block them in. I'm not going to do any shading because I'm thinking this is printed on a bag, so it's unlikely to be anything too sophisticated, although printed patterns can be, but fabrics not normally, you know. So hence the idea to just keep it simple, and it makes it easier for everybody, doesn't it? Now I know there's this line and I don't know what's going on there, so I'm just keeping to the same colour, and I like this sort of bluey purpley shade. And we'll do a slightly different shade I think on the rim of the bag, just to make it look a little bit more interesting than having all the same colour. But by keeping it similar, it doesn't get so messy with regards to colour. But we've got these little dots, so we can do these dots the same colour as the rim and it'll tie it all up together. I I think so anyway. And I'm already thinking pink, and then I realise of course our heart is quite pinkish, but we could use a less reddish pink, maybe a purpley pink to do it, and that might all look a little bit different. Maybe the sun's come out, I think we're okay. Maybe is it lavender light, which is a sort of pinkish. Maybe I'll use that. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Now you might want to try and make the handle look like it's curved, things like that, but because of the black part all being very solid, I don't think it would look right. So I'm just leaving it. It sounds like a good excuse, doesn't it? Perhaps it is. So here's the lavender light. You do these dots. Now you could do them in a gel pen. Often I like to do some dots in sparkles or something. You could do this. So those are those, but for the bag I'm going to slightly change it up by fading it a bit towards this end. It's quite tricky to layer up the very pale pencils, but hopefully we can just make it look like there's slightly more colour down there. I think that's fine. I don't want to overdo it. Now we have our bunny and our bow. I'm just going to get the alizarin crimson and make our heart look a bit more, it's a bit messy. That's better. And thinking about colours. We could use a sort of proper purple, couldn't we? Let's go for the mauve deep for the bow, the ribbon, whatever you want to call it. Now for these I will often do it like this, so a lot of layers on the end and then less, a lot of layers here and less, and leave a little line as if it's curved and shiny, because it's going to be made of like satin or ribbon, which is usually sort of silky or shiny like that. And then here we can do a similar thing, so we can build up the layers here and then start to fade them. And then do the same here, so build it up from here and fade it as you come in like that, and leave a lightish bit there, like there's a shine in it. I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit, it's a bit messy. And then the same here. Like that, and then the bow like that. Now our critter at the back, I'm thinking either a pale pink or a pale blue. Let's go for a pale blue. What have we got that's, we've got a pale cerulean blue I think somewhere. Am I right? Cerulean blue light, there we go. Cerulean blue light, we'll use that for him. It's quite a different shade of blue actually to sort of match in, but I think it'll work. I'm just trying to keep it fairly even. Easier said than done. I love the way he's giving him a hug. Huggle, huggle. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that. I'm just gonna I'm wondering whether to put a bit of white on the bag here. I'm gonna put a bit of white shine on the bag. You might not want to do that. I don't know why, I just feel like it might be made of a sort of pen's clogged. Might be made of a sort of shiny material. There we go. we go. There, you don't have to do that, just a little detail. But there we go. I am going to leave that there for today. I know it's only been quite short again, but quite a few of these are fairly short. We'll just do the other one as the last one, because we've got a lot of different colours that we might do for that one, so it might take a little bit longer. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and if you've coloured along, thank you very much. Have a super day and happy colouring.